those together, and then like put all those together there. With that, with that. Do a degree course, couldn't you? Yeah. But do you know who Bamba Gascoigne was, Tom? No. I knew you wouldn't. Do you remember who Bamba Gascoigne was? What, University Challenge?
Yeah.
My dad used to want to watch it, and I used to want to.
Is that where they sit
watch
in the
kids programs? I want to watch Grange Hill. And my dad wanted to watch University Challenge Bamba Gascoigne. I think I could do Bamba Gascoigne in Naya.
So you was probably watching that, and I was probably watching Grange Hill.
Yeah, I did watch Grange Hill eventually, but yeah, when I was a little bit more sane, maybe I don't know. Oh. And Paul didn't even know what Grange Hill is. You were never allowed to watch it, were you?
No, I was watching University Challenge.
Do you know what? How him and I together is like, how did that actually happen?
And they say opposites attract.
I was just about to say
that.
So
but then there's polar opposites.
Great team.
In some ways, but not always.
Yeah, we have the same kind of heart.
And that's it.
Don't we?
We do.
Yeah. Anyway. We got now. Don't be running off today. I need you behind the camera a lot.
Got a lot to say
today. Like
God,
what's the like Glinda? Glinda off the Wizard of Oz. All in a puff of smoke. You just need a blue fairy outfit. Oh,
I'm sure we can arrange it.
It's gonna be one of them days today.
I'm sure we can arrange.
Anyway, he's gone again. I am going to start talking because I've got a lot of talking today to do. I've got a very long list and I've got a lot of people in the office today. So I have myself, I'm Jodie Tanner, I'm the owner of the Queen Bee. I've just returned from my holiday, which was a wonderful break, but I do love coming back to work because I love what I do and I miss the girls. I've got the boss in the room today because many of you will know that I am actually presenting Naya the autumn winter. I think there might be a little bit more to come, but we have had a huge delivery which the hard and fast Naya fans have been asking for it since the end of July. I'll let you into a little secret. It came in while I was away. Normally I have first pick of everything. And I grit my teeth and took a sharp intake of breath and I said, no, release it, let the customers have first pick. So, I have missed out on some things already, but hey ho.
Delighted.
I'm not too hard done by, I've got a long wardrobe and there's still lots to choose from. So, we will be talking about Naya. I've got Victor behind the camera and I have a whole bevy of beauties in the main office. I have the 3 Degrees, or Charlie's Angels, or the Queen Bee marketing team, and they are beavering away to support Paul because he gets a little bit carried away and he goes off on a wanderer. So they will be able to answer all your questions. They will be able to put links on. And today, how many have we got on, Paul, at the minute?
47.
Okay, 47, first one back. So I will announce this again. There is going to be a prize draw at the end of the live today. Now, I can't always do this because I haven't got the support in the room to do it, but my bevy of beauties, they are going to be able to help me with this. So, we are presenting Naya. Anybody that places an online order during the live for Naya, your name will go in the hat. And at the end of the live, I will be pulling out a name and I will be ringing you live. So you have to be able to answer the phone, and anybody that answers the phone at the end, if you've ordered a Naya order, you will get £50 to spend on Naya, which is not to be sniffed at, although we do know that Naya is a little bit more pricey. I always say I make no excuses for the price because it is phenomenal. We are now officially one of the biggest stockists in the UK of Naya. So there we are. I'll park those thoughts at the moment. Paul, any questions, comments, or queries?
Well, we got some comments, and I'm looking on my phone, and you look a little bit blurry, but you look perfectly clear on the camera phone. So if that's an issue, then people let me know. No.
Good.
Anyway,
I'm talking about our customers. Girls, am I blurry on your phone? Please let me know if I'm crystal clear and sparkling, or am I blurry?
Right, so Pat Warren says, good morning, Jodie. Nice to have you back on live. Lorraine Smiles says, good morning, all. Julie Can says, good morning, both, and hope you had a great time.
We did.
And Fiona Snelson says, looking well rested. Good morning from Oz.
Oh, we always have somebody from Oz on. Yeah. Our friends are in Oz at the minute.
Gillian Musk says, good morning. Glad you had a great time in Dubai. Heather Ward says, good morning, all. And Jill Davies says, morning, both. And
Brilliant.
that is it for the
Brilliant,
moment.
Brilliant. So I want to know if I'm blurry, if you can hear me, etc., etc. So.
And Tracy Sullivan has just said no. I think that means
blurry.
not
no,
blurry.
I'm not blurry.
Maybe
Keep
she
comments.
was.
And Pat says clear. Oh, it might be.
Oh my goodness me.
You need to write them down.
Honestly, right. The stories I could tell. But we could have the whole. We could have a whole Netflix episode on the stories I could tell you.
I'll tell
Anyway,
them. You
right.
threatened me with doing it this morning, didn't you?
What?
You threatened me with doing the live this
so
morning.
rubbish doing a video in Dubai that I threatened. I said, "Oh my God, you are just off. You're doing me mad, driving me mad. You can do the live." Anyway, okay. So I've got a lot to get through. The collection is insane, but I've got a couple of announcements. Well, I've made one announcement already, but I will repeat myself because it is such a great thing that's going to happen at the end of the live today. So, as you know, if you're a VIP card holder, we change the charity every year. We have come to the end of our year with City Hospice, which has been a great year, and unfortunately I don't have the figure, but I will announce that when we speak to City Hospice, and I wouldn't want to do that live without telling City Hospice first how much we've raised, but we've come to the end of our year with them, and we are going now live to announce the new charity of the year. We always like to have something local. We like it to stay in Wales, and we like it, if possible, to have a little bit of a personal touch with ourselves. So I'm going to try and tell you this without getting too emotional, not in a bad way, but just in a, well, whatever. Our new charity of the year is a charity called Face Up Cymru. So it does have a personal touch with myself after something I went through at the end of last year. As in, I had some cancer removed from my face, and I cannot tell you how blessed I feel in that most people wouldn't even know. And secondly, an amazing surgeon and very, very small in comparison to what some people go through, that are supported through Face Up Cymru. The anxiety that I went through at the time, I can't even begin to describe how that felt, because I didn't know what my face was going to look like after the surgery. So, 6 months ago I wouldn't have been able to say those words without crying or having a massive lump in my throat. But what I feel now is very blessed to choose this charity and talk from the heart of how I felt, and maybe us raising some money this year will help some ladies. So I don't like to do any charity and injustice. I never work off an auto cue, a script, etc. But when it comes to the charities, I do like to read because I don't like to get things wrong. So these are just some extracts from, I believe, either their Facebook page or their website. So they are a lifeline for patients. They bring comfort during tough treatments. Using virtual reality equipment, they help patients relax and cope with the stress of treatment right through to palliative care. Now for me, that speaks volumes, knowing what I was going through in my head. They support families too. Paul would say to me, have you had a good night's sleep? I said, no. He said, what are you thinking? I said, I don't know what I'm going to look like after the surgery. So he was going through it as well. Relatives can access clear step-by-step videos explaining the treatment process, making the journey less overwhelming. They make healthcare more accessible. There's a clinic every Friday in a mobile clinic, which makes things very accessible for patients and family. And they fund vital tools for better care, from specialist machines to professional training courses. They provide essential resources that improve treatments, etc., etc. Anyway, so you get the gist. That is I'm very, very pleased to announce that is our new charity of the year. And what was very, very important to me is the majority of the money, 99% of the money raised, stays within the charity. It was set up by a gentleman called Mike Bardi, who is a specialist consultant who operates on people's faces. And only 1% of the money raised is needed for costs. The rest of the money goes to helping people. So I hope that you're on board with us and think it's a good charity. So we will be working hard for the year to raise some funds from that. Anyway, quite a serious delivery from me, and normally I'm making fun of Paul, or myself and Tara making fun of Paul, but sometimes things need to be delivered in just a little bit more of a serious manner. Any comments, Paul? Then please fire away if there's anything that people have to add to that.
So we have got a very global audience this morning. We've got Lily, our daughter, in Dubai. She says good morning. We've got Julia in Tanzania.
There's somebody called me Alan Whittaker yesterday. She is more of an Alan Whittaker than I am. I think I'd rather be Judith Chalmers than Alan Whittaker.
And Jill Davies says good morning. Tracy Sullivan's, we talked about that. Pat Warren says clear. Andrew Nolan says, and a couple of others all saying clear. Jan Gleason said, I thought you were blurry, but put on my glasses and now you're as clear as a bell.
Oh my goodness.
Kerry Osborne says good morning, and that's it. Let's have a look on Insta. No, I've covered all those.
Brilliant.
That's it?
Now you turned it on.
I
Anyway,
haven't turned it off.
So, following what I've just announced, we are going to have our first, for a very long time, charity night in the boutique. The headline is it's going to be a fizz night, which means that there is going to be alcohol and glasses of fizz involved. There's going to be fashion involved, there's going to be fun involved, and there's going to be a free raffle. It will be, I can't see what you're trying to do. It will be limited, as in the number of tickets that we sell, and it is only going to be a nominal fee for the ticket. But all of that money will not go to any costs related. Paul and I, as a business, are going to cover the costs of the charity night. So that will be the fizz and paying for the team to be on board to help you, because all of the money that we raise will go to Face Up Cymru. So what I will say is I released this about a week ago, I think.
Yeah.
And 30 of the tickets have sold already. So that means there are not many tickets left, probably only in the region of 20-ish places left. So we will put the link on. It's on our Shopify, so you can just click on the link that the girls will attach, and you can buy yourself a ticket. It is £10. So as I say, there will be fizz, there will be fun, there will be a free raffle, and there will be the girls to help you with any fashion queries that you have. So 6:30 to about 8:30 on Wednesday the 3rd of September.
Yeah.
So just after payday, girls. So when you see all the beautiful collections, hopefully just after payday is a good time for you to get carried away. So as I say, we're hoping to raise some money for Face Up Cymru whilst having some fun in store as well. So you can get purchasing your tickets, but as I say, they will be limited because obviously the boutique is only big enough to house so many people. Any more questions?
No, but we've got someone else from Perth.
Oh, wow. I think without further ado then, I think I'll get on with the show, which is what this is mainly about, which is fashion. So Naya is probably my favourite. God, because we've got so many
I know.
gorgeous brands.
It's not.
We have
it's
so
one of
many
your
gorgeous brands.
favourites.
It is one of my favourite, because next week and the week after and the week after, when I'm delivering something else and I think, oh my God, I love this label, I'll feel as if I told a porcupine. And I don't tell porcupines. I'm very authentic in my delivery and very honest about what I talk to you about in terms of the world of fashion. But it is one of my favourites. Why is it my favourite? The quality is off the scale. The comfort is off the scale. I've just done a long haul night flight, and what did I have on? I had a pair of Naya trousers, and they don't crease, you don't have any lumps and bump. What's that?
Nothing.
You know,
I didn't have nails on.
no, it's because he wants a pair.
You let tell which you make
I'm
yourself.
trying
Yeah.
to source him a pair of Nayas.
They do
I
bomb.
had a pair of Naya trousers on, and you know, I got complimented on the crew, by the crew, when I got off and said, how can you look so glamorous after a night flight? It might have had something to the fact that I then reapplied my lippy and sprayed myself with perfume as well before disembarking the flight, but I put it down to the Naya trousers.
And he didn't have his glasses on.
How rude. How very, very rude. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with the bottom. So I've harped on about the 101. I'm going to show you what a 101 looks like. This is a 101. If you are an entry point to Naya, then this is the trouser that you possibly need. They're true to size. I'm a 14. I'm wearing a 14. These are a 14. So the trouser that I've got on, oh my goodness, is a I've forgotten already, 120?
I think it was, yeah. Oh no, put your wet hands on it. So, yeah, 120.
120. So I'm going to give you the codes. If you put in Naya and then put the code, the link you'll either be able to find it and the girls will put the link on. So a 120 is a, shall I say, not an upgraded, but it's a little bit of a twist on the 101. So if you had the 101, they don't wear out. You will have these in your wardrobe and they'll still coord with everything that we have this season. This season's colours, I should have said, are choco, black, forest, sand. So there's sort of 4 stories here, and black and white is always prevalent in the collection. So the 4 stories are choco and black, forest and black, which is what I've got on, sand and black, which I'm going to show you, and Tara also has some black and white on as well. So Naya 101, £109, comes in forest, black and choco, which is, that is the choco. So most Naya fans will have the 101 in black, but it is still their best-selling and our best-selling trouser. This is what I had on in flight. I had it in a like beigey colour from about 3 years ago, and they were still perfect.
And that's the thing in it, it's a timeless collection where you can
Honestly,
just add to.
and it just doesn't wear out. The colour doesn't go out of it. They don't crease. They don't shrink.
Look smart.
They're as perfect 3 years on as they are really the day that you buy them. 120, these 120.
Yeah.
So this is Naya 120. So very, very similar in that they've got the false bottom pocket that just adds a little bit of style. They've got the cuff bottom. It doesn't go unnoticed that they've got that lovely stylish stripe down the side. What I like about this one in terms of the little bit of a different to the 101 is this pleated pocket here. They've actually got a flat front. They've got the pocket, but they've come in stitched up. So if you're not a pocket girl, not that I can understand how anybody can not be a pocket girl, I love a pocket. If you don't want that to be open, they come in very neatly stitched up, so it will sit flat there. Also comes in, yes, you guessed it, black and choco, which is also very nice as well. Price on that one is 109. I think the majority of the trousers are either 99 or 109, which you may think, oh my god, that is a lot of money for a pair of trousers. And we don't say no, it isn't. But what we'll say to you is cost per wearing. you will wear them probably more than £109, which is a pound a wear. They will end up owing you money, not you owing them money, because you will wear them so much. So I will.
Jules back, she says they are the best.
The 101s, yeah. I think Jules has got every colour. Jules is a real hard and fast fan of the brand. In fact, every season, Jules says, right, I don't need any more now, and I don't need any Naya. The collection comes out, and she can't help herself. It's like, I need it, I need it, I need it.
And I got a question. Fiona Snelson says, are they elasticated?
Yes, so I was just about to say that. So the difference between the 101, so you've got this lovely travel fabric. It's got a flat elastic, which doesn't twist. There's nothing more annoying than when you've got an elastic waist on something and then it twists. So there you've got a nice elastic waist, no buttons, no zips, no nothing. And then this one has, it's, what do you call that? Like a ruched, let me show you, like a fabric, rather than the travel fabric, you can see there, let me just go in. So very, very soft and comfortable. But I'm sure there'll be people that will be commenting about this, just rave so much about the trouser. I'm just going to show you another one. This we have, so this is 102. So again, with the cuff, you've got a little, it's almost like a little combat style with a side pocket, and then instead of the stitched down side pocket, you've got the zip detail, but this doesn't open. So you've got the features, and then you've elastic, you've got a little bit of a drawstring. Now this sold out very, very early. Did we have this in the summer? We had this in last winter. We don't think we had it in summer, but this was
quite a while ago, wasn't it?
it was gone. Yeah. It was in, and it was gone in a flash. Because the other styles, we don't order as many as the 101. So just to remind you, that is the 101. That is the authentic, original Naya cuff trouser. Then we've got 120, which is with the pockets stitched down and the cuff. Then we've got 102, which is, this is quite flat on the front as well, not that gathered pocket. And that is, so 101, 102, 120 are the three styles with the cuff bottom. And I think they are all, yeah, well, they're all £109. Any questions, Paul?
Yeah, no, not questions. There are a couple of comments. Lily Gray says that she was expecting a new host this morning.
Because Lily was witness to me saying Paul had to deliver the live.
And Michelle Abazadi said she totally agrees with
everything.
Yeah, Jason Jack said love them. Jenny Smith says morning, absolutely love Naya. And Bridget Mike said I agree. Jodie sold them to me with my first purchase in May, and I've travelled in them so much. Thank you.
Honestly, they are just incredible.
And Natalie Pinch says got loads of Naya trousers, so comfortable and stylish.
So I am at this point. I'm going to announce, because some of you that have joined me may have missed this. Today I have a bevy of beauties in the office, and it allows me to do one of those prize draws at the end of the live today. So any Naya orders that come in while I'm live, your name will go in the hat. At the end of the live, I will have, the girls are going to bring them in, and I am going to pull a name out of the hat. I'm going to ring you live, and if you answer the phone, you are going to have £50 to spend on something else, Naya, because for you to be in the hat, you would have already placed an order today. We want to reward and recognise the loyalty to the brand. We have a huge loyalty to the brand. We are one of the biggest stockists, if not the biggest stockist in the UK. In fact, we ship this stuff all over the world because we're recognised as a big stockist. Okay, so that's the bottoms. I'm going to move on to the top. So, colour block top. So this is colour block top 128. You have seen this style before. It is probably one of their favourite, most popular pieces. Very, very comfortable, square, tight arms, comes in two colours, forest, and it also comes in choco. So let me show you very quickly with the 101s. without the stripe. Let me show you very quickly with the, where have I put them? The black. So, no, black with the stripe. So also that is exactly what I've got on. The tops, the quality again is phenomenal. The top is £79.99 and that is style 128. Now, I would say the whole Naya brand is all about the layering, and I know some boutiques put their Nayas in sets. We put it all out as separate, and that you can buy whatever you want to coordinate. So if you're a different size top and bottom, you like a different top, blah, 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 we don't put it out as sets. So the whole Naya is definitely there to be layered. And whilst I've got this on now, this would be quite easy to wear now, when not quite as hot as today, but certainly into September. And then as the season goes on, you can start layering. So I'm just going to show you some layering pieces. You have the two-tone scarf. This is £44.99, £113. So you can do all sorts with that. You've got your fabric, your travel fabric, and then your soft jersey. That comes in forest, and it also comes in choco. You have the beautiful same travel fabric. What's the matter? On my print.
She does have a scarf.
I can work that. Short jacket, 171, £135. Because I know people will ask me the prices. I would say the starting point in Naya is about £70, apart from the scarf, and then upwards. So you can see then, I've started to layer. I'll turn myself into a monk again. And then you can see the whole stylish look. It feels quality, it feels comfortable. You can buy as little or as much of it as you like, and you can just build your wardrobe.
Just mix and match, it looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to bring Tara up in a second. She's got some black and white on. And what I would say is, if you're only just getting into this Naya, the starting point, the piece that you just almost can't do without, is that either the 101 in black or the 102 in black. These really are your starting points for you then to build your collection. Because if you already have these, everything that I'm showing you today will match then with future collections. Because black is always in the collection, although we have got some brighter colours coming in the spring already ordered. So colour block top, but there is, I'm going to show you, this isn't in forest, is it? It's in this choco. So this is another version of the colour block. This is £89.99 or £69? Glasses on. This is £69.99.
So this is a good price one.
Yeah, really, really good price. Exactly the same shape as what I've got on. So Tara's got obviously the black and white. Monochrome is always in their collection. So if you've got the trousers, this is going to work. So is they call this the choco. And this jersey trouser, she's actually just bought these.
I know, I love them.
She was a little bit fearful that you had FOMO, didn't you?
Thinking just in case you girls ordered them.
She thought, oh my god, we're going to sell out of these before the end of the live. So she has just purchased.
So these are mine.
They're hers.
What code are they, Tar?
So these are 257 crop trouser, and they're £99. Got a nice little pocket.
So and they're like a jersey, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I think
Plastic-wise.
what I like about these as well. So you 5'2" girls, the length is good. It's just a little bit of a longer, not longer, but it's a trouser that is down to your sort of full length. But then very, very stylish. If you're a little bit taller, you then get that sort of cropped look, which is also a very big look this season. So whilst Tara's got it on with an a trainer, you can then make it a little bit more dressed up if you put it with an ankle boot,
Which we all love.
We've all got those. We have a new pair of those every year. So let me show you then. So you can bring your choco in with that. You can bring your, I think I showed you black with that, which is nice because you've got your black sleeve. So already you can see there are so many versatility.
So much versatility.
Yes. I'm the maths girl, he's the encyclopedia.
But you couldn't even
Oh,
see
so
us.
he's the Oxford Dictionary with my calculator and can't work it. I don't need to calculate it, I can do it in my
I
head.
can always disconnect the film.
Anyway, so there's lots of options for you to pick and choose, which is why we don't put you down a channel and sell this as sets. It is all as separate. I'm just going to show you one more piece in the layering. In fact, I'm going to show
Whilst you're doing that, Janice Rossell has gone, oh my God, I'm in trouble.
Oh, honestly, any true Naya fan, you really are in trouble because it is gorgeous. So this, I have one of these in sand. So that's your travel parka in black. You've got a little bit of a jersey stripe down there, your travel fabric, your pocket. So you can see I could put that over black, I could put it over the choco option, I could put it over what Tara's got on. Just a great piece. And it also comes in the short. So like I showed you with the forest, we've also got the short jacket as well.
Can I just say that with the fluorescent lights, it's doing
This
its trick
looks
again,
different
and it looks navy,
It's
but
black.
it is definitely black. It's just the
And
fluorescent
all
lighting.
colours match. So if the fluorescent lighting is showing you a not match, we can absolutely categorically assure you it all matches perfectly.
What was the code on that long and short?
The code on the long Mac is 135 and the short one is 171, which we've already showed in the two colours. This is very well this spring summer season. I think we had it in French blue, and that sold very quickly. It's a great little easy piece. So done that. So this rail is full. Layering. A lot of you bought into this previously. So again, these are, I'm not going to call them basics, I'm going to call them essentials. These are, so your trousers and possibly this layering piece are your Naya essentials. So this one is 106 mesh top. So you have a jersey top with a mesh sleeve. Quality is phenomenal. I've got my monk fringe again there. Somebody's doing the washing upstairs. Or I was going to say they've got extra batteries or something.
I don't even go there.
So follows the theme of the season. So we've got black. Do they call this white or ecru? They call it cream. So I always get these questions. It's not Persil white. It's not buttercream. It is off-white.
Yeah, it's a
Would you
nice
say?
colour though.
It's a lovely colour. But when people say, is it white, I always refer to that Persil white, which you get in white linens and things in the summer. But it's very nice. It goes with this. And then you've got the forest. So again, for your layering, later on in the season when it gets cold, I could be layering these pieces under this, for instance, or I could be just taking this and this, etc. And then I've got some other beautiful prints. So in the forest, there's a gorgeous jacket here. This is 288. For example, if you had all your print and your detail on the jacket, you could then just layer with your forest top with your mesh arm. You could put black trousers, forest trousers, or you could put your 120s with the stripe. So many options. Okay, in that print, I'm going to show you as well while I'm at it. This is nice with the little, it's a bit longer at the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is 193. They call this black and butter. I don't know if that is right, do you? Is that black and butter? Might need to check that. Because I would have thought that would be black and forest.
Yeah, probably should be.
Let's put that on the rail. Check that in as well. Well, listen, it could be.
Might be the print.
It could be the print. Yeah, because actually, when you look at it here, I'm looking at it, it is a little bit creamy as well.
Yeah, probably is.
These companies come up with these colour names. So who am I to question? Eh? Who am I to question? Okay, any questions, Paul?
No, but Michaela McCartney says, got a feeling I'm going to be converted. It's already started to sneak into my wardrobe.
Do you know what? Let me tell you, there was a lovely local customer of ours, and she said, "Oh, Jodie, you always look lovely in Naya." She said, "But it's just not me." No sooner than the words had come out of her mouth, she then ordered something and is now well and truly Naya converted. I think perhaps people look at it and think it's a really, really casual brand. If people are not into tracksuits and that sort of look, until you put it on and feel and experience that Naya love.
Yeah, and the fabric, like you say, the feel is really nice, isn't it?
So just to say as well, we've pinned the whole Naya collection at the top of this feed.
Okay.
So if people want to go in, they can see all the collection from one point. And it's also on the online website as well. Tar, do you know the codes of what you're putting on now?
Yeah, I'll tell you now. So the top is 314.
Oh, she got her hands on my pants.
And the trousers 312.
314, 312. Now, I absolutely love this because I just thought it was just a little bit different. I've actually got in my wardrobe 2 pairs of black 101s, a pair of navy, a pair of taupe, a pair of sand, and a pair of white. But I haven't got a patterned printed pair of 101. So while this is one, I can't remember what you just said. What was it? 3 something.
312.
312. Sorry. So whilst this is 312. It is actually the shape of a 101. So this is exactly what I've got on. The rounded pocket, the pleated front, but just this fab printed. They're calling this sand and black, and there's a number of options available in the sand and black, which I'll go through. So you've got the scarf, which is 315. And then you've got, oh God, I've forgotten the numbers.
That one is 314.
314 and 311. So anything with a 31 and then a number after it is this print. Now let me have a look at the detail here. And this is what they're always very good at. So you've got this little drawstring in detail here with your little, I don't know what they call these. Toggles, that'll do. Toggles. So if you're not somebody that wants anything oversized and you want to bring more of a waistline in, if you toggle your toggle, if you
Sounds painful.
if you toggle your toggle, there we are, I pulled that in too far, you can actually create a little bit of a gathering. And then on the back, on the bottom, you've got that little almost fishtail, and you can toggle your toggles there as well. So it creates that sort of really nice shapely look. If you're not into those square tops with the arms, this really does create a more streamlined look on the waistline, and anything with a black panel down the front always brings you in on the eye. So just a really, really lovely option. If you put the black parka with that, or the black jacket, or the whiskers,
You need your
or anything as long as it was carrying the Naya label. There you are. So now we do the Naya layer. Put the scarf on. There you go. Then you've started to create your really luxurious casual look. I shall put the waistcoat on, otherwise the boss, she'll say to me, I told you to put that waistcoat on. I mentioned that to you and you didn't listen to me.
I wouldn't dare.
I think you would.
Oh yes, you would.
I think she would.
Anyone would think I'm bossy.
Yeah. You got a PhD in bossing us.
Waistcoat Naya black waistcoat, as directed by the boss, 136 as in the code, £179. This has a lovely weight to it. So it's a little bit heavier than the travel fabric, but it has jersey and travel fabric on it. So I'm just going to zoom in. So there you are. Now that looks blue and black, but it isn't. It's black, black. It's only the fluorescent lighting that is maybe giving it a little bit of a different look. Beautiful feel to this. So again, as the season goes on, and you want to create a little bit more warmth to your Naya collection, this would look fabulous over, I'm sure, past season pieces, wouldn't it? You know, you're not wasting anything when you buy into Naya. This would also look lovely with what Tara's got on because of the jersey trouser. And there was, so there is a jersey. There's so much to show you. There is so much to show you. There is a jersey trouser here as well with detail, etc. So I am going to try and get as much on as possible. But what's the time as well? I'm very conscious of...
It's 11 minutes past 10.
We're okay at the moment.
Yeah.
So if anybody has placed an order already for anything Naya, the girls, my bevy of beauties, will have put your name in the hat, and I am going to do a live draw at the end of the show. If your name gets pulled out of the hat, then you, and I ring you and you answer the phone, I thought maybe we have to make exceptions if somebody's in Australia.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But you will have, maybe we won't phone. We'll see. You have to be online though, so because you have to say yes, I'm going to claim my prize. So that is what we will do. You have to be online. We will try and phone you if possible. But it's only that Paula said there's so many people that are abroad today. So £50 voucher rewarding loyalty to the brand. Paul, anything you need to talk to?
No, they're very quiet.
Intense.
Yeah,
it is intense. It is an intense moment with the Naya because it is taking it all in. So this one also I think looks fantastic with that printed trouser. So you haven't got the travel fabric on it, but you've got that lovely jersey with a replica of the print on it. And this is 308, 72.99. This is taupe and black. Okay, now where am I going now, boss? What would you like me to put on?
I think that colour.
This one?
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Sarah Reese says, are the jersey trousers true to size?
Yes, everything is true to size. I'm a 14, curvy 14. I have hips and a bum. My belly's going down. I'm trying to be a really good girl. But 14 is me, and I wear 14 in everything, tops and bottoms. I will mention actually that this trainer, had this trainer, I've got it in black from last year. I've also had it in beige. I wore this travelling as well. It's called Xenon. How do you pronounce it?
Xenon.
Xenon. Xenon. By Luna, the most comfortable trainer that you could put on your feet. And light as a feather with a zip. Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah. Oh.
They're thinking, what's rather so much? So much.
They're quiet.
Well, make them speak. It's your moment of fame now, Paul. You have to do your. I told you were going to go on the live and show them.
No. You said. She said, I haven't got 101s on, so I need to prove it.
Oh, these are nice.
What code are they, Tar?
These are
nice
new.
style.
Oh,
yeah, really nice style. These are 143.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm going to come in without shoes on because. So, this is another trouser. 143, I think they told me these were. I've got them in black as well. So, let me show you. They are straight, not with a cuff. They've got the stitched seam, you can see there. They've got the false, this is a bit screwy-offy.
It's what?
Screwy-offy.
Is that a new word?
Yeah, they've got the false pocket like the 102, but they haven't got the cargo pocket on the side. They've got the drawstring, they've got a flat front, and then they've got an elastic on the bum with the little pocket. So I'll show you them on me now.
And Joe, just again, the health warning, they looked navy,
Oh,
but they are not.
Okay, health warning, black. This colour that I've got on is probably called sand or taupe.
I would say taupe.
Taupe.
I was going to say sand.
Yeah.
So there's your side false pocket. There's your bottom with the little false pockets here. It's a very, very nice trouser, lovely length in travel fabric. This sweatshirt, this shape is always extremely popular. So we've got the toggle on the pocket. And when I say that, they change everything every year, apart from the 101 and the 102 trousers. So whilst we've had themes of this before, so you've got your little, I love that, look at
Little
that.
detail,
Little
it's
tissues in there. It's like a little bottle of Prosecco, one of those little miniatures.
But the detail on all of this is so nice, isn't it?
Arm is long, but I love to do a little bit of a roll on the arm. So let's do that. This is very, very smart. So if you were feeling, actually, I'm a more dressed up girl than Naya, this then gives you that, just that little bit of smarter feel to it. A little bit of a longer top. Love that detail there. Your stand-up neckline with your travel fabric, your soft jersey, and it also comes in choco and black. So you could do that trouser with the seam, you could do 101, you could do 102, you could do 120, you could do that one. You know what, when I order this brand, I almost have to take a Valium in the morning, because if you imagine what we order is maybe, I don't know, a third of the collection. The options are endless, but with my buying eye, I always buy the best Naya pieces for you, definitely. They're always the winners, they're always the most popular pieces. So, I can't remember what number this was. So your options then in your jersey. So you could be saying, Jodie, I love all this, but I do really like a longer piece. We've got you covered. So there's the longer piece in the taupe,
Yeah.
taupe and black, $79.99.
And it comes in the khaki on there, which is nice as well.
That's cool, because we're not doing the job. Let me tell you. So, you girls that like something a little bit longer, or you taller girls, $79.99. This is a phenomenal piece that you could actually just put with some black leggings. Naya do that. They have got the faux leather with the jersey back, so you won't get a more comfortable legging than that. That would be a very, very nice look in either the forest and the black or the taupe and black. Lots of options. I was going to show you something else then. Now, if you like the idea of this smarter look, but think, oh my God, that stand-up collar would drive me mad. What I will say though, it is away from the neckline. So sometimes if I try to stay away from big cowl necks and too much of a high polo, so that neckline does stand away, but it might still fill you with dread. We've got you covered because we've got a nice crew version of it as well. £99, and you're going to ask me for the code, aren't you?
Yeah.
And the code is 132. So same sort of look, but without that stand-up collar. And yes, if you thought you needed a little bit of a scarf, you're then covered with that. You're covered with the parka, and the options go on. And on,
Could have one of everything.
and on, black trousers, taupe trouser, the pattern trouser. As I say, the options are endless. So, what have we covered so far? Travel fabric, 101, 102, 120, block tops, £69.99, £79.99, choco black, forest black, taupe black, and a few of the little bit of the smarter pieces as well. We've covered the layering, we've covered the jackets, we've covered the sizing, we've covered the washing. Is there anything I haven't covered? So I need you to note, well, you've got me here. If you've got any questions whatsoever, then please type away, ask the questions, and I will cover them off. I can even put the items on for you. The prize draw, the girls, definitely there's orders come through for Naya, and there are some of you in the hat. One of you lucky girls is going to get £50 to spend on Naya. Okay, I think that I should show this.
Because that's a little bit unusual.
This is a little bit different. Shall I put, do you know what? There's a trouser I haven't shown you.
153, that one.
This one.
Comes in.
Okay, that's going to come with nothing on then. If I give you that, let's take that.
What's that, Tara? 153.
Shall we take, I'll put this layering piece on for you as well. Okay.
So I got a question whilst you're changing.
Ask away.
So Bridget Myatt says, what colours do the waistcoats come in, please?
This long black waistcoat with the jersey, this one, this is just black, classic black, that one. And that probably only came in black, I would say. Because if something comes in a couple of colours, you can see that we do buy a couple of colours.
And also the black's going to go with any colour
that will go with everything that we've got, and it will also go with probably a lot that's already in your wardrobe as well, rather than making that a two-tone waistcoat. You'll then get quite restricted.
Michaela McCartney says, how generous are the sizes, love, what you've got on, but unsure what size to go for?
It's not a brand that is meant to be small. So I would say if you're between sizing, to make sure that you get the look, then I would size up rather than down. It looks big on the hanger. There's a couple of things I looked at myself this morning and thought, oh my gosh, that looks really generous. For example, I'll show you a top that I'm referring to.
It's the look in it.
Yeah, so, for example, this top, I looked at that and I thought, that looks massive. This is a 14, and I'm not big on the shoulders, but when I put the 14 of this on, the 14 was the right size for me. So if you're a 14 to 16, then I would say you certainly can go for the 16 in these labels. Okay, so this is the 140, I've forgotten.
153, yeah.
153. 153. So you've got your travel fabric, and then you've got these pinch pleats at the bottom. So if you like the idea of this travel fabric, but you don't like the idea of a cuff, you also are not keen on the straight with the seam down the front, this is a lovely, lovely option. We don't buy a huge amount of these. We have had it before, and most certainly, I don't think we've ever had a pair go in a sale. These sell out quite quickly as well. In fact, Andrea, anybody that comes to the shop in our casual boutique, Andrea is a fan of this shape. So you've got your travel fabric, you've got your side pocket, you've got almost that sort of balloon shape, but then it just comes in slightly at the ankle with those pinch pleats. Very, very comfortable. No false pockets, no detail at all, hence they're a little bit, I can't say cheaper, they're £99, but they are just a little bit lower price than the others.
All the styles are so nice, aren't they, in the trouser?
So there is a couple of pieces in this houndstooth. I mean, this you wouldn't be able to wear just yet. It has got a very, very luxurious, almost cotchy winter feel to it. It's a lovely, almost fleecy, but you know it's not going to go bobbly, or you know that's going to wear very, very well. So there's two options. 244 knit top, £115. You know, I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth, but for Naya, for something like this, that's really well priced.
And the quality, the filigree.
Yeah, normally things like this with Naya are up 150, 160, 170 pounds. So for a piece like that from Naya, 115 pounds is gorgeous. And just that little bit of detail there, look, that little cutaway. And then you could layer it with the sheer, with the black. You could layer it with the sheer, where am I going? Ah, there we are, sorry. The sheer with the green. So the green is going to work with that, and the black is going to work with it as well. So I've actually got on the little black jacket. So if you are somebody that sort of gets a little bit hot, does need to derobe, or you could just undo that and have a really, really lovely necklace underneath. So that creates a bit of a smarter look as well. I may as well put that on.
So Jenny Smith has said, I've just spent loads, can't wait to pick up my orders. And there's a question
I hope not many of you are 14, because I still haven't picked anything yet.
So Michelle Abizard says, would the size 16 long waistcoat fit, as I've missed the 18? Trust me.
I think so.
Michelle.
It's not small. I'll put it back on and I'll do it up. So I have got a pair of girls on me so we can have a look. And I would also say, are you somebody that's really going to do everything up all the time as well? So that's the other version of the houndstooth forest and black. You can see now that little cutaway style with that 1x3 trouser, which is just a little bit different, a little bit quirky, and a little bit wider on the leg. So if you're conscious of your legs and you wanted something just a little bit more movement, that might be one for you.
And that one before was 152.
152. And how much is the jacket?
So this is 115.
What both?
Yeah.
And as I say, I know it is, I don't take away the fact it is a lot of money, but for Naya and the quality, those two are very, very well priced in the collection this year. So let me put the gilet on for Michelle. So this that I'm putting on now is a size 14, which is a size 2. Let me do it up, and then that'll give you a true idea. This is a lovely feature actually, because I always say something with a double zip. See, look at that.
Yeah.
So I think you'll be fine, Michelle, with a 16. Double zipping, I love it, which just means that you can make it quite stylish. You haven't got to be all zipped up. You've got that little bit of walkway, that little bit of movement when you utilise the double zip.
Jan Spark says, can you show the ankle boot, please?
I certainly can. The ankle boot is our best selling. It comes in every winter. This is the Marco Tozzi. It is code 25392. It is 66.99. The girls will tell me if it's not. I'm going to try and stand on one foot and put one on so you can see. Maybe not. Sarah will empty them. And in the meantime, what I am going to do is show you this top on, because I talked about the length of it. And then I am going to give you a final warning to start doing your orders if you want to be in the prize draw.
And Jan says, and hi from Dubai.
Oh, I hope you landed safely. Obviously you did, and you're having a wonderful time. So that is the ankle boot, super comfortable. It is elastic on the top, so it fits nicely on the leg. A fleece line, block heel, just the most amazing, amazing boot that we had every single year. Do you know what? I don't know what we're going to do with Marco Tozzi. Ever stop this boot? It's in the collection every year, and I usually have 2 pairs every year, one for work and one for best.
Yeah, and that's the best way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got them there.
Because
nice
it's so
block
comfortable
heel.
to work in. But you can see, you know when I was saying earlier about the crop trouser, so if you come out tall with your trainer, actually you could put that on. I said how nice that would look with that. My
Should we
friend's
try
coming
them?
back now. You see, look how nice that looks with,
Yeah,
with the jersey.
I
Yeah.
love these trousers.
She's
Really
bought
nice
the
as
trouser.
well.
I don't know. We might
got
got
an
14
outfit,
left in the black trouser. But what I was saying earlier is when you've got a crop trouser, if you want to make the look a little bit smarter, you don't have to wear the trainer. You can wear a really lovely ankle boot like that, and it just gives you an elevated, more dressed up, smarter look. I'd probably wear a skinnier trouser with this one.
Yeah, like you say, the leather would
look
nice.
the leather would look gorgeous with this one. Absolutely gorgeous. But I just wanted to see what the length was like. And this actually is quite fitted for Naya on the top.
Yeah.
So definitely this one, you wouldn't size down in this, you would be 14, which is true size. I've got a right measurement on now.
No, but it's good to show all the styles.
It is, and there's so many options. I think that we've got through quite a lot here today.
Tracy Sullivan says you can wear those boots for hours walking.
Oh yes, you can. So I am going to maybe put on just a little bit of a smarter look. Shall I put this one on?
Yeah.
And then final now. Get your orders in, because I'm going to ask the girls to prep the lucky lady that is going to win £50 to spend on Naya.
Oh my God, that person will be deciding what do they want so much. And there's still a few bits you haven't shown, so when you come in, they have to have a look.
Yeah, I don't really know what more. Well, there is more, and I can show, but I was also very conscious of time. But if people want me to show more, I can. This is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice. Bit different.
Yeah, so this is where they're sort of pulling in that slightly smarter. Put the
boot on, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. So they do a very casual look, but goodness me. Oh, still got the stuff in it. So they do like, they are pulling in a smarter collection, or part of their collection each season. They're pulling in some smarter pieces. I've had some lovely waistcoats and trousers. You may have seen that on me, and this is no exception. Very, very comfortable with your wide leg trouser, your little waistcoat, and then I've got the sheer top. I am boiling in this now.
Well, it's because you've been changing. No,
I've been changing. I've got 3 layers on, 5 layers if we include my bra and knickers, and a fluorescent lighting. But I just wanted to show the girls some of the smarter. Should have talked about these for layering as well. These look very nice when you put them over a sweatshirt. Probably got too much. If you come in, the girls will show you. They come in white and they come in black. I was thinking of the sweatshirt with the round neck. How nice that would look with that. This is a gorgeous piece as well. You've got your balloon trouser and you've got your gorgeous. This actually is stunning. You can mix that with a white shirt. We've got a gorgeous placement. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That would look nice with the trouser. That looks nice.
Really nice.
Oh my goodness me. So this shirt is, let me put my glasses on, and I think what I'll do is I'll just go through the rail shouting out some of these numbers. 151 placement shirt. The placement shirts always sell very, very well. They're not cheap, so consequently we don't buy a lot of them, but I absolutely love that.
Just
with
that
the
bit
trouser.
Yeah.
It's almost pulling out the stripe of the pants within this print here. You've got this one here, which is the balloon shorter leg. That looks gorgeous as well.
Got the code on the balloon.
The balloon is, a pinstripe balloon is 254, and the jacket is 255. Do you know what? When I go to the office this afternoon, I'm going to be traumatised when none of this is left. So that's the jacket that goes with that balloon, which looks really lovely when you put something white underneath it. I've showed you the leathers, I've showed you the layers. This is another fantastic look. I should have tried this one on. I am running out of time. So you've got the sand and black with the top.
And the coats.
I will tell you now. And then you've got...
Yeah, that looks nice.
That looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
Really
But
nice.
then you don't have to have this trouser. You can put all of these with your 101s. They're all going to look, as I said, the whole collection is mix and match. So this lovely striped one is 269, I think, if my glasses are working properly. And this one is 261. So there's some really nice pieces. And the last pieces I'm going to show you before the girls come in with their draw. Because this is a lovely fabric again. So that lighter, that longer. This is a moss abstract code 149. So let me put in some forest trousers or black trousers.
Yeah, those nice braids, isn't it?
Joe, I got a question from Jan Spark. She says, what size does the essential top with the mesh sleeve come in, please?
I don't know. If we attach the link to your comment, I'm not sure what size it goes up to. So this is a 10, so it's 106. This is a 14. But we'll attach the link and then you can have a look and have a look and see what sizes, because some of it will have sold as well already.
Yeah.
In fact, the girls have been selling this for over a week now.
Yeah, so
I think they had great delight actually in putting it out on the shop floor while I was away.
it's because
And I came back and I said, oh, everything all right, girls? Yeah, the Naya's been selling so well. I'm like, right, are you just really trying to wind me up now?
It's because all the girls were asking about it.
I know.
know.
And we've had a couple of hardened Naya fans. They've not just done one shop, they're on their second or their third shop already. Anyway, okay, I hope that you've had a lovely morning. I certainly enjoyed myself. Yes, what?
You can't go on yet. Jean Crowhart has just said, good morning, with love from Jean and Jamie. Love, 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 Naya.
Oh, so I better tell Jean, because you have to do it really quick. Jean is a massive Naya fan. Jean, you've missed the beginning. I'm not sure if you know, we have a Naya offer on this morning. If anybody orders anything from the new collection Naya while I'm live, I am about to do a prize draw for £50. So, but I am going to say a special good morning to you and Jamie. You may have, I don't know how long you have been listening, but we are about to pull the £50 draw. I did say that I'm going to phone the people, but there's a lot of people abroad at the moment, so if the name comes out and I know that they're abroad, they just need to say, yes, I'm still watching and comment.
I've got some questions.
Right, and I'm going to tell you about these as well, because with the Choco, this trainer, like the Xeon or Xenon or whatever it's called. Xenon. This is called, what is it called? Hype. Hype. It's actually called a pewter, but look how amazing Hype pewter looks with Choco from the Naya collection. And then that last one I had with the pinch pleats at the bottom also comes in Choco. That just looks incredible. And then the top that I had with the stand-up collar. So if you're really into your trainers matching your look and you didn't want to go with black trainers, you can just take it that little extra step of cord, and they're probably $59.99.
Yeah, and lightweight as well, aren't they?
Like a feather.
So
Like that.
Marie Mort says, love that outfit. And then she says, love it all, to be honest. And then I've got a question. Oh, Sarah Reese says, beautiful collection. Michelle Abazard said, missed it in the 16 now. But
You've got to be fastest finger first.
but plenty
you
more
see.
to choose from.
Yes.
Julie Can has said, Jodie, can you get any more Naya 106?
No, so with Naya, and this sounds really harsh, and they're not harsh with me, they are very particular about their brand. We get presented with the collection, we order the collection, and there is no more stock. There is nothing ever available. So they manufacture our orders, they don't manufacture stock for their warehouses, which is why it's very, very stressful when you do the order, because you think, oh my goodness me, I have just ordered however many thousands of pounds worth of Naya. I have a few sleepless nights, and then I have sleepless nights thinking, oh my God, Julie Can didn't get this, that or the other, because I really want all our girls to have what they want. But unfortunately, it is a brand, even though that it is a little bit pricey, it is one where you have to be fastest finger first, which is why I have had FOMO for the last week, thinking that I'm not going to get what I want either.
Pat Warren says, lovely collection, need to come in and try on.
I highly recommend that as well. If you've not had Naya, I mean, whilst I've given you great descriptions, it is one that, you know, it is good to come and actually touch and feel and look at all the options as well, if you're local.
Michelle Abzard said again, thanks Jodie, the Naya Live was wonderful.
Oh, thank
Gail
you.
Hookham says, what is the code of the top to match NAW143, please?
Give us a
What is it?
127.
Give me a clue of what colour.
The top, and there's one choco as well. It's got the pocket and then the black on the shoulders and the high neck.
Right, okay. So if we're looking in that, I think that's in with you, Tar. So you could be talking about this one.
That one?
You could be talking about this one, I think.
That one, yeah.
So this is, oh no, this is 127. What's 143?
Not the other print.
132. The other thing you could do is, this obviously will play back. So if we can't work out what it is that you're looking for, this will get saved on our Facebook page and you will be able to play back and fast forward. You don't need to listen to me for a whole hour. There is a sort of fast forward brand bar at the bottom. 143, I don't know.
143,
I don't
but
know.
also if you go into that item and then it'll be in the whole collection, so you'll be able to see everything.
Yeah. Which I know there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to take in for us as well.
Pat Warren says, can I buy a ticket in store?
You can buy a ticket in store while there's tickets available. So have we got an update on the VIP night of how many tickets we've got left? I know it won't be many.
Maybe Joe just mentioned, because even though they're all done online, there's not an actual ticket that they need to pick
Oh yes, yeah. So it's a virtual ticket. Your name will be on a guest list on the door. So please don't put postage or anything like that. As people are buying the tickets, we are producing and preparing your goodie bag that you will get on arrival, and your name goes on a guest list.
28 available.
Oh, we got 28 available. So while we've got 28 available, you will be able to buy one in store if you don't want to buy one online.
So Michelle Bizarre said again, love it all, I'm now off to be slowest finger first. And there is another comment, that is Lorraine Smile says, lovely collection, missed out on the things I liked.
Oh, do you know what? It is very much a fastest finger first. What we'll do is we'll do a recap of what's left, because there could be some things that I haven't shown. Like I didn't put that on properly, because that is going to look absolutely phenomenal with black. I mean, this could have sold, but I didn't really I don't think I put this on at all, did I?
No, we've just showed that with the essential
This
ones,
one
I think.
is going to be super duper. This is 288, and the top is, because we were worried that it was the wrong colour, but then we established it wasn't. 288 and 193. So there are going to be pieces. We rushed through it very quickly, and obviously there are many brands to come as well. Okay, so a recap. It's great to be back. We've had a great holiday. And whilst I love going on holiday, I do love coming back. I have the best job in the world. Autumn Winter is official at the Queen Bee. This is the first of the collections. There is more to come every week. So hopefully, unless I'm out of the country, I will be live every Saturday at 9:30. We've announced our new charity, which is one very, very personal to me, Face Up Cymru. So if you're renewing your VIP card, your money will go to Face Up Cymru, along with the event that we have on the 3rd of September, Wednesday. We're in for a real treat. All the girls will be in store for fashion advice, plenty of fizz, and a free raffle and plenty of fun. I am going to get my gold microphone out of storage that we had in lockdown in the house.
That's if she can find it.
Look out, I know exactly where it is.
There you go.
Anyway, without further ado, so I did announce at the beginning of this, anybody that places a Naya order while I'm live, then I am going to ask the girls to put their name in a hat, and one of you, lovely, loyal to Queen Bee and the brand, is going to win a £50 voucher. So,
drum roll. A little shake.
you pick it, Tom.
Yeah, go on,
You
Tar.
pick it, and then you pass it to me.
All right, and then you can.
No, what I'm going to do, you can kiss it.
Good luck.
Got a bit of love from Victor there. So, this is Chris Kelly.
Oh!
Is she still online? Chris Kelly, I'm going to give her a call now. So, Chris Kelly is one of our local ladies. I don't think she's abroad. She didn't say she was abroad. 4, 3, 6, 4.
No.
Don't call it.
089. So let's see. And Chris Kelly, are you still online? We want you to answer your phone. And I sort of said if they were abroad, they didn't need to. No swearing. No, you're not on loudspeaker.
Put on loudspeaker.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me see. Hang on. I don't want to cut it off. Right, you're going on loudspeaker. Hello? Oh! Oh, do you know what? Oh, Chris, so you are on loudspeaker. So don't share your number, don't share your credit card, don't share anything other than if anybody heard that. Chris Kelly sort of joined us late today. She never wins anything, so she is super happy that she's now won £50. Well, you can come in store, or Chris, or online, and you can choose something else from the Naya collection because there's so much to choose from.
Definitely, and having a good browse when I come in to pick up my order.
Oh, there we are. I'm really thrilled for you, Chris. You take care. Thanks for watching.
Well done.
Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, do you know what? That's when they say I
yeah.
never win anything.
Yeah.
I couldn't win an argument with Victor.
No, I don't ever win
I
anything
always
like
buy
that.
loads of raffles.
No, you don't. And me either do you.
Well, Jodie's won you. She says she hasn't won anything. She's won
I won the prince. Anyway, I'm really thrilled. It's been a great morning for me. Thrilled that Chris has won the £50 voucher. She certainly doesn't just love Naya, she loves lots of the brands that we stock. So that's great that it's gone to a lovely, loyal customer. But you know what? I enjoy your loyalty, even if you don't shop with us. The fact that you sit through the banter on a Saturday morning, that certainly is enough for me. And if you've never shopped with us and you've just bought a VIP card, and that means you've supported our charity of the year, which we have announced this morning, is Face Up Cymru. Thank you very much from me. So earlier on, I said we have an office full of everybody today. We've got Victor behind the camera. Thank you very much, even though you did dash off. Tarzi coming in. Tara the boss. Wearing Naya, she's bought the trousers.
Oh, no, love it.
They might have sold that. You might have upset Michelle Abazard because you've got her trousers
Sorry,
on.
Michelle.
And we have an office full of beauties, our bevy of beauties, that are our marketing girls. Chrissy, Marquita, and Sophie has been working very hard behind the scenes as well, because it doesn't just happen, you know, girls. It takes a lot of work. Anyway, without further ado, thank you from me.
Oh, bye, girls. Have a good afternoon.
And thank you from me.
And the
Bye-bye.
girls. Oh, brilliant. See you soon.
Bye-bye.